I'm Jacob.
And I'm Brooke.
And welcome to our garage.
We are together.
Yes, we are!
Today we're building a shoe shelf organizational thing.
And why we're doing this is we have a cat that eats shoelaces. Our intention is to be able to house as many shoes as we can. So, and to do that, what we are thinking is to use these nifty drawer sliders. That way we can slide it out, I think we're hoping for 3 or 4.
We have 3 shelves.
How many pairs of shoes on a shelf?
Oh, 6?
So we're hoping for 6 pairs of shoes on a shelf that we can slide it out, put our shoes on, slide it away. The cat can't get to it, and we don't have to see them out in the open.
Did not account properly for our measurements when we cut and stained the boards. So now we're going to kind of figure out a different solution to make sure our measurements are better, I guess.
So, woodworking 101 is to use dimensional lumber and make all of your measurements based off of what it actually is, not what it's supposed to be. We need to figure out how far the boards now need to be in order for our sliding functionality to work. The way it slides out towards you. And then we want to account for our actual brackets, so we slap these on both sides. Get it kind of centered up. And then we're going to add on our 2 sides. And this is what you get with amateur wood making. Lots of mistakes.
We are not professionals.
So, are you pressed up against the board?
Yeah.
I will measure my side. Less than 1 1/8 inches on both sides. And we'll have what we need. If we want to screw this board to this board, we would need a pocket hole on this side, wouldn't we?
Do it on the inside.
Let's do the things.
Measure where we need to place the edge of the sides onto this board and screw in, which we had said 1/16, right? Now we're going to use this very old antique-ish
Speed square
to measure. So where it is. Sorry. Here we go.
And then we do the same thing to
The
the
other
other side.
side. Our Hole Jig set, it gave us a couple screw samples with it, and we're going to use the 1.5" screws, but because there was only 10 in this pack and we needed 12 holes drilled, 2 of the holes we're going to use the 2" screws that we just tested that poked out a little bit, but we're gonna do them on the bottom because it's going into our carpet anyway, so it's not a big deal if it pokes out just like a tiny hair.
After getting our pocket holes put in and our wood glue down, what we're going to do now is let it dry overnight. That way this wood glue can kind of set up, add a little more support and strength to it, because supposedly you're not supposed to stress it at all because it might crack or break. And then tomorrow we'll flip it over, do the same thing, and we'll start on the sides.
Yep.
We're going to put a nice crisscross pattern.
See you guys tomorrow. It's a new day, and we're going to continue with our project.
I think it's going to be easiest if we
take this off. Put this on here. Right?
and then set it on.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can do this if you want to set up the base. Maybe? Did it glue down?
Shouldn't have. We didn't go through it. Is it stuck because it was clamped for so long? No way it glued down. The glue was dry. What the heck?
What's going on? Lift. Alright, here. You put your weight off here. What happened? It's stuck. So, problem solving, we go under it and peel it up.
Just like a tiny hair.
Up next is we bought these boards after we decided to kind of make the whole shoe rack.
Yeah.
And
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a frame out of the boards, and then we're gonna do a crisscross on each side. What we do is measure these two first, attach those, then we can measure the ones that are going long ways. We cut all the board sizes that we need to fit for the frame, and we're only doing one single line across, we're not doing an X. And then we sanded them and painted them, and now we're going to attach them to the side. So now we're going to install the drawer slides, so that way we can slide our drawers out to put the shoes on more easily. We made measurements already, and we are doing one shelf at 13 inches high, and then the rest at 7 inches between them. That way the bottom one is a little bit taller for people who have boots. Hefty hinges that we use, and they're very difficult to close on your own. I'm going to do 2 for each door, one here and one here, and then go from there.
is that good?
Yeah.
See if they close together.
No! Yay!
So we put it on the ground because I think she's wrong about where to put the door handle. She said I want it down in the middle to open it. And I wanted her to see that and kind of feel it.
You're right.
But I think it needs to be either up here like this or like that.
No.
Yeah.
So now it's time to put our fun little I forgot what it was called. Back on.
There we
He's
go.
not.
They're not.
No.